الله أكبر الله أكبر.
Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Welcome to this series of Friday sermon discussions brought to you by Majlis Khulam MKA UK Tarbiyyat Department. I'm delighted to be joined by respected missionary Humayun Jahangir Khan Sahab, who will go through this most recent Friday sermon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu to you, Humayun Sahab.
Walaikum salam, Qasim sahab.
Take it away and let us know what happened in this most recent Friday sermon.
Of course, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So this was another amazing Friday sermon, mainly because it's the first Friday sermon which was done after Jalsa Salana, a Jalsa which we all thought may not have happened. And Huzoor actually highlighted this right at the start of his Friday sermon, saying that, because of all the restrictions, many of the members, they were skeptical whether this would happen or not. And Huzoor also said that maybe this feeling of unknowing would have some sort of laziness on the workers, but that's just another Jalsa miracle about how everyone came together and made this Jalsa Salana happen. With all the restrictions, even then, look how many people actually benefited from it. I just wanted to highlight one of the amazing points, because it's something which resonated probably with a lot of the Khuddam, and especially us living here in the Midlands. And that was to do with Huzoor's appreciation. And this is something which is, when it's heard and listened to, it's a feeling of great satisfaction and gratitude, because when you hear a Khalifa highlighting the work of especially young people, it really rejuvenates us in terms of spirituality and also loyalty to Khilafat. And as you know, one of the greatest stories that came out of Jalsa Salana this year was, the car park heroes, those people who were day and night pushing cars out of the muddy grounds in Jalsa Salana, which was something very peculiar, something which is not heard of, especially in outside of our community. So when this was highlighted, and Azur said that all the Khuddam that worked, it didn't go unnoticed. And sometimes, when you work hard, sometimes you want others to see it. But for the Khalifa, our Huzoor, may Allah strengthen his hand, to say it to the whole world that, I saw it and the whole world saw it. And, MTA were there to capture all of you, working so hard, pushing all those cars out. I was even just talking to my Khuddam yesterday, just trying to capture their feelings and hearing stories which maybe didn't make it out there. And they were saying that, whatever happened, they did everything with a smile on their faces. Not just them, but even those people who were stuck in their vehicles. They showed such great patience and happiness that all these young people are coming, helping them leave the Jalsa in their cars. It was something which was so incredible. So I just wanted to touch upon that, because everyone around here, especially in the Midlands, who were working there, they really felt that their work didn't go unnoticed, and they really felt the blessings from it as well. Apart from that, as I said, Jalsa was something which wasn't only experience here in the UK, but all around the world. And Azur did mention a lot of those stories and incidents, especially around Africa. Azur, said many people said that this was a true community. They really enjoyed Hazur's speech about the women's rights, and they said that Islam really is that religion that gives women all the rights that they could ever have. Many people said that all the misconceptions about Islam or Ahmadiyyat were removed from this Jalsa. And even in Mauritius, my hometown, they said that one person, every word that Hazrat said, that really resonated with them and really left an impression on their hearts. One really funny story was about in Africa, where was a group of people sitting in a restaurant, and one of the people stood up and said, I can't be deprived of these blessings anymore. Everything I'm seeing is so true. And so he left the restaurant and went to one of the muallims, which is one of the teachers, and wanted to enter the fold of Ahmadiyyat. So these blessings which we've been so deprived of for over almost 2 years now, suddenly it's like a jack in the box. We were waiting and waiting, and suddenly it all just jumped out. And people just wanted to make the most of it, not just here. As I said, it was all around the world. I think Huzoor really wanted to highlight that this Jalsa was for everyone. And leading up to the Jalsa as well, Huzoor, he wanted all the preparations to be seen by the whole world, to show them that, even in a short amount of time, look how my community can come together and really put on such a great Jalsa for everyone. And as we see, from these small stories, it was really a captivating experience for everyone, and it didn't hold back in terms of people seeing the truthfulness of our Jamaat, which is really the blessing of MTA, allowing us all to experience that. Also, one nice thing was about the coverage, as I mentioned before. Bringing in different people, especially people who are in influential positions, such as the Prime Minister of the UK and also Canada, and also the leaders of the Lib Dems and the Labour Party who came on and gave video recordings, which was also very nice for the profile of our Jalsa Salana. Just again to show that this Jalsa really does mean a great deal, not just for us but for those outside as well. And also the media coverage in terms of the BBC, as we mentioned, that it reached almost 52 million people. Also 40 websites, 20 newspapers, and 12 TV channels, which amounted to 2.2 million people. So all of these things are just an added bonus, but the real blessing of what Jalsa Salana is to experience your loyalty to Khilafat and the obedience as well. And this is what Huzoor basically mentioned during his speech, that whatever you're learning throughout these 3 days, don't just restrict it to 3 days, especially with obedience and sacrifice. Now go to your homes and practice this as well, because this is what you're really here to do. You're here to learn about what Jalsa means and to then practice it in your homes, not just for 3 days. So just in a nutshell, that's pretty much what Huzoor spoke about yesterday in his Friday sermon.
Jazakallah Humayun Sahab. I mean, the Jalsa itself was a big spiritual uplift, for the 3 days, regardless if you were there or you are at home or all around the world. And I felt yesterday's Friday sermon was similar, just to hear all the accounts from the various people and those, incidents in Africa where, people were really feeling the benefit of the Jalsa. And it's, as you said, it's a blessing of Khilafat and the blessing of MTA as well. Those viewers of ours who have traditionally watched the Friday Sermon discussion will recall that we tend to finish the Friday Sermon discussion with a clip of the khutbah itself. So let's watch that and end the program now.
लाइबेरिया से गैरमदी दोस्त हैं, वो भी यही कहते हैं कि मजहबी रवादारी की बिना पर जलसा की कार्रवाई देखने के लिए शामिल हुआ था। जब मैंने स्टेज की पर्दा पर लिखी कुरानी आयत पढ़ी तो ये बात मेरे लिए बेहद हैरान कुन थी कि अहमदियों के बारे में गैर अहमदी उलमा ये मशहूर करते हैं कि अहमदी रसूलुल्लाह को सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम को ख़ातमुन नबिय्यीन नहीं तस्लीम करते और उनकी इज़्ज़त नहीं करते, लेकिन इस सब के बरक्स अहमदी तो पूरी दुनिया में हज़रत सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की मोहब्बत का प्रचार कर रहे हैं। और जिस तरह जमात अहमदिया के खलीफा ने कुरान करीम की तालीम और बार बार हज़रत सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम का जिक्र अपने ख़िताब में किया, वो हज़रत सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम से मोहब्बत का मुँह बोलता सबूत है। प्रेस एंड मीडिया के ज़रिए से भी, ये बीच में आ गई थी दूसरी चीज़ें बाद में, बहरहाल ये आगे फिर प्रेस एंड मीडिया का जिक्र है। प्रेस एंड मीडिया के ज़रिए से भी कवरेज हुई अल्लाह के फज़ल से, और BBC ने अपने रीजनल TV में दिया, BBC साउथ ने दिया, एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री भी चलाई, और अगले ये रिपोर्ट जो थी BBC वर्ल्ड ने भी नशर की, जो 200 ममालिक में देखा जाता है। इसके अलावा BBC नेशनल न्यूज़ चैनल पर भी खबर हुई और रिपीट भी होती रही। ये कहते हैं कि मुअय्यन तौर पर कितने अफराद तक पैगाम पहुँचा ये तो मुश्किल है बताना, लेकिन एक अंदाज़े के मुताबिक ये कवरेज 52 मिलियन अफराद तक थी। 40 वेबसाइट ने जैसे ही खबर नशर की, ان کی اپنی ریڈرشپ 27 ملین افراد ہے. 20 اخبارات وغیرہ میں جلسے کے بارے میں آرٹیکل شائع ہوئے. اس کی ریڈرشپ 7,35,000 ہے. جلسہ کے حوالہ سے 16 ریڈیو پروگرام نشر ہوئے. 16 ملین لوگوں تک پیغام پہنچا. اسی طرح 12 ٹیلی ویژن چینل نے جلسے کی خبر نشر کی جن کی کوریج 22 لاکھ افراد تک ہے. ان تمام ذرائع کے علاوہ سوشل میڈیا کے ذریعے بھی اندازاً 63 لاکھ افراد تک پیغام پہنچا. ڈھاکہ کی میر صاحب بنگلہ دیش کہتے ہیں ڈھاکہ کی مرکزی مسجد نارائن گنج برہمن بڑھیا چٹاگانگ میں لائیو اسٹریمنگ کے ذریعے شمولیت ہوئی. کہتے ہیں کہ رپورٹ کے مطابق 800 سے زائد غیر جماعت مہمانوں نے جلسہ کی کارروائی سنی اور استفادہ کیا. پھر کہتے ہیں بنگلہ دیش کے 10 آن لائن پورٹلز اور اخباروں میں جلسے کی خبریں بما تصاویر شائع ہوئیں. ان میں سے 3 بہت مشہور اور معروف ہیں. بہت ہی متعدد اندازے کے مطابق آن لائن پورٹلز اور اخباروں کے ذریعے سے کم از کم 54 لاکھ ابواب نے یہ خبریں پڑھی ہیں. MTA انٹرنیشنل کے ذریعے کوریج جو ہے یوٹیوب پر 15 ملین سے زائد لوگوں نے وزٹ کیا. تقریباً 5 لاکھ گھنٹے یوٹیوب کے ذریعے MTA دیکھا گیا. انسٹاگرام پر 35,000 لوگوں نے MTA کا پیج دیکھا اور 1.97 ملین لوگوں نے تک اس کی رسائی ہوئی. ٹویٹر پر 1 لاکھ سے زائد لوگوں نے MTA کا پیج دیکھا. 35,000 سے زائد لوگوں نے اس کو پسند کیا اور آگے دوسروں کو پہنچایا. فیس بک کے ذریعے بھی 5.5 لاکھ سے زائد ابواب تک پیغام پہنچا. اسی طرح MTA کی اپنی ویب سائٹ کو 1 لاکھ مرتبہ دیکھا گیا. MTA آن ڈیمانڈ کے ذریعے بھی 2 لاکھ سے زائد ابواب نے جلسے کو دیکھا. تو یہ مختصر سی باتیں تھیں. اس پہ بھی کافی وقت لگ گیا. اللہ تعالیٰ اس جلسہ کے دوسرے نتائج بھی پیدا فرمائے اور سعید روحوں کو احمدیت اور حقیقی اسلام کی طرف پھر پہلے سے بڑھ کر توجہ پیدا ہو اور نام نہاد علماء کے شر سے جماعت کو اور تمام سعید روحوں کو محفوظ رکھے.